Scouts, Scouters, families, and guests, this film symbolizes the spirits of scouting. For 115 years, Scouts have done their best to do their duty to God and the country, duty to others and self. We burn this candle throughout tonight's Court of Honor to remind us of our duty in honor of Scouts who have gone before us. Our chaplain's aide at Maverick Wilcox will give us the invocation. Nice.
Please prepare yourself for grace in the manner of which you are accustomed to. Please remove all non-religious hatwear. Lord, we thank you for bringing us all together this night to honor the hard work that these Scouts have done. Please help us all to continue our work throughout Scouting and to be an example to others. We ask that you bless our parents, grandparents, and guardians for their support of Scouting and the good that it brings to us all. Be with us all as we celebrate our achievements. Amen.
Please rise. Wait, do I have to wait? All right. Please rise for the presentation of the colors. Scouts and Scouters, attention. Color guide, advance the colors. Color guard, present the colors. Color guard, post the colors. Do pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country. Please be seated. Color guard dismissed. Okay. What patrols? What's the patrols? Yeah, what patrols? Atomic Yetis, are you here? Fire breathers, are you here? What was it? Thunderbolts, are you here? 3, 2, 1. Zip, zap, zoom! Frost Dragons, are you here? What's the other one? Blue Phoenixes, are you here? Good evening and welcome to our Court of Honor. My name is Connor and I'm your masters of ceremonies for tonight. I'd like to introduce our guest and adults leader. guests, Pastor Gene, Mickey Lang, Troop Committee Chair Josh Halberg, Charted Organizer Representative Jim Hodges, Scoutmaster Tanya Wilcox, Assistant Scoutmaster Chris Brubaker, Assistant Scout Dave Gallup and Kenny Gallup, Troop Secretary Trisha Brubaker, Troop Treasurer, Fundraising, Chair of New Members, Coordinator Dan Ruiz, Troop Committee Member Tina Hammer, Troop Committee Member Kyle Decker, Troop Advancement Chair Doug Swift. Now for some announcements.
Thank you, Connor. First up, I would like to introduce Dan. He's going to talk about fundraising.
That way I can hide behind the podium. All right. So everybody hear me? All right, good. I got a couple of points that I want to stay on. First point being the budget, and second point being the fundraiser. First point, we've gone over some numbers lately, and we're going over the budget and seeing how much it costs per year, just pretty much to run everything as we go through our courts of honor year to year. And this is just the base fundamentals of our court of honor and what we're doing, which came up to, I think we averaged it out to about $1,200 per year. Now, before, when we did our fundraiser, we were doing a car wash every summer. Now, that car wash averaged out to about $1,200 per year. So that pretty much evened us out. Now, we also had our fundraiser for popcorn, which has been dwindling. We also had our fundraiser for sticks, which is still going strong. But without that car wash, we are looking to fill the void. We're looking for new ideas, which leads me to our fundraiser stuff. Since popcorn is dwindling, we pretty much are calling it case closed on popcorn for this year. Unless we have a parent or somebody who's brave enough to step up to do popcorn kernel, we're just going to leave that one alone for this year, considering the product change and everything and how it is for the market that we're in. We have new ideas for our farmers market that we have coming up. Along with the sticks that we're going to have on the table, we are getting into a fundraiser program that promotes first aid kits in different styles for automotive, or how many?
There was 10 different types of first aid kits.
Yeah. So, and that with that fundraiser will give us 50% back, a kickback on that revenue, same as with our sticks. But it'll be a totally different product to try and get to an open, whole new market with that. Another thing with our fundraiser is I've been in touch with our guys with County Market. I need to get a call back from one of the managers there because we're going to go ahead and set up, I'm going to try to set up one weekend out of the month for these summer months for us to be up there after a farmer's market to serve lunch for the day. And now all of our product we'll get through County Market. We'll have a little bit of a markup, and we get to have the profits off of that. As long as we get our product from County Market, then I think we shouldn't have a problem with anything there. And then another big thing that we're going to push, which I'm going to leave to Tanya and Kenny to discuss, is a July 3rd event. But other than that, I just want to go ahead and bring that to your guys' attention to let you know a little bit what's going on behind the scenes so you guys know the importance of the fundraiser and all of these things. Now, along with the fundraiser for the sticks, I want to add an additional thing. We have the farmers market every week throughout the summer until October. But for you individuals as scouts, if you want to, please get a hold of me, contact me. One case of sticks pretty much covers your charter for the next year. If you get rid of 4 cases, that'll take care of charter and summer camp, pretty much. I think we broke down the numbers from that. 4 cases will get you charter and summer camp. Now, that can be taken where if you want to go ahead and get a case, pay for it all up front, and then sell it as you want to, that you can do it like that. If we want to put in orders, I have order forms that we can get to you where you guys can get individual cells and then get it to me and I'll get you product if you want to do it that way. However, basically what I'm getting down to is you guys have the opportunity, but it's up to you. It's come talk to me, say something. If you guys feel like you got family or something like that, they love sticks, hey, get a bag of 26. I can do individual, or 24. I can do individual bags if we want to. If you add up to 6 bags, that's a case. All right? Everything pretty much clear on that? Any other questions? Okay, I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay, so as Dan mentioned, one of the fundraisers we're looking at doing is that 3rd of July event over in Emmington. It's Emmington's 3rd of July celebration. It's always on the 3rd of July. Do you want me to start, Kenny, or do you want? Sounds good.
So, what is 3rd of July? 3rd of July is on the 3rd of July in Emmington. It is the town party. And if you know how the little towns go, the Odell days, campus days, every little town's got a party. This is every other year, though. Starts in the afternoon, runs into the evening, into the late night, or early night. It's games, fireworks, a band, parade, car show, tractor show, and a flea market. So, as Dan mentioned, we're in it for the money. So we're selling food, tombstone pizza, hot dogs, popcorn, pop, iced tea, bottled water. That's the menu. You're going to be signing up as family groups. What is a family group? A family group is one parent or 2 parents, your boy or boys. That's a family group. That's how you will sign up. Most of the shifts have 3 family groups in them. Starting in the afternoon, the last one ends at 10:30 with a cleanup, which won't take near as long as it is to set up. We need everybody's help because they've moved the parade on me a little bit. I think they moved it to 7 o'clock. It used to be 6 o'clock, especially on a work day, which means we got bombarded from about 5 o'clock to about 7:30. It's people 10 deep, believe it or not, in this little town. They will draw probably anywhere from 750 to 1,000 people to town. Parking is way out of town. So, so basically, come and see me during the reception for scheduling. I can answer any and every question you got. We've been doing this about 25 years. We about got it figured out. And I've been already working on it over a month, getting ready. So, because it is a huge undertaking to get this thing set up. So, hopefully you can help us out. It is good money. It's priced well and it's good money. So, I'll let Tanya finish it up if you got any more comments. Tanya was there last year and saw the finer points of the Edmonton Parade.
Yes, I did. It's an exciting parade. It goes around twice, so you get lots of candy. My kids were thrilled. I'm not so much, but as he said that there will be a sign-up sheet. We will post this on our Facebook page, so just comment on it. Then I can have a master and just fill you in. As he said, it's family groups, and behind the time slots, it says 2 groups, 3 groups, so it is set up that way. We also are looking for additional help on July 3rd at 9:30 at Kenny's Farm to help load equipment. Items, I guess. Stuff, there we go. We gotta load stuff to take into Emmington and then set up there too. So, it's what? It's at Emmington Firehouse is where we set up. So, okay. The only other thing I wanted to mention was here lately, as you know, the school systems have, and most everywhere has and even BSA, County in America, has a cell phone policy out there, cell phone guidelines. Your scouts need to do the online component for some of their advancements as far as being safe with cell phones online, what to watch, what not to watch, and stuff like that. Here recently, we've had a little issue over the last several months. We've had some concerns with the cell phone usage here at troop meetings. There will be so last year, we had that code of conduct come out. It's going to come out again with an addition of the cell phone policy that the committee adopted last week. And it'll have the same signature pages as before. We appreciate your cooperation in signing that and returning it back to us sometime in June, prior to summer camp, for those going to summer camp. If you have any questions in regards to this, please let me know, because I will talk freely about it to a certain extent, I guess. But it is an issue, and as you know, schools don't allow cell phones. And BSA's stance on it, you shouldn't be using your cell phones at troop meetings unless you're using it for a requirement situation. So that's basically what we've adopted. We don't stand for cyberbullying, and some of that was going on, and then some inappropriate content was being looked up as well. So with that being said, that will be coming out, okay? The other thing is, I would, on a happier note, if Robert could stand up for me, please. This Saturday, we will be recognizing Robert for his achievement in his Eagle project of earning Eagle. So is it at 9 or 10? Because that's where I was confused. It's at 10? Okay, so 10 here at the church. Scouts need to be here at what time? 9:30? Okay. So scouts be here at 9:30, full uniform again, so we can recognize Robert in his hard dedication and completing his merit, or his Eagle status. So congratulations. And then Doug, you had something.
All right, good evening. Patches, scouts and parents, a lot of patches are going home tonight, and what's going to happen to them? They're going to end up in the sock drawer, cardboard box in the closet or under the bed. Scouts, you work hard for these patches. They need to be displayed. You need to get them on your uniform. You need, if you don't, so many can only go on your uniform, you can put them on your backpack. You can put them in a frame, hang them up in your bedroom. There's lots of things. Just don't throw them in a drawer where they'll gather dust, and 30 years from now I don't remember earning those. So you spent a lot of time and effort to earn these patches, rank, merit badges, going to different activities. So let's display them as part of being a scout. Scout spirit, showing people this is what I've done. So You know, if your mom's too busy to sew, mom, teach him how to sew. So, you know, let's see the patches displayed. If anybody has any questions on where they actually go on the uniform, you can ask me, and I can get you a guide. As far as merit badges go, I don't see any of the boys wearing their merit badge sash, but merit badges go on a sash, and the rest of the patches either go on your uniform or, like I said, on a backpack, or you can, anything like that would be cool. But then, display it. You've earned them. Show your pride in what you did. So.
We have a special appreciation award tonight. Will Jim Hoggins please come forward?
When Maverick and Jacob and Orion crossed over into the troop, that's when I met Jim. And Jim was a huge point of the troop at that time, and it was Doug as scoutmaster and Jim as assistant scoutmaster at that time, and that was it. That was the only leaders. Now you look out and we've got, I don't know how many leaders we got. I lose track sometimes, and when I'm sending out a group text, I'm trying to make sure I got everybody, you know. So, recently, Jim, when Jim stepped down from assistant scoutmaster, he stayed on as committee chair, or not committee chair, a committee member, or no, what is your title? That's it, yeah. So then, and charter organization representative, yes, that's his current one, yeah. He stayed on as a merit badge counselor as well, and he's mentored many of you out there, completing some of those partial merit badges that you've received at Holy Cross or summer camp or wherever you went and did a merit badge university. Jim has decided to step away. He feels it's time, and I'm okay with that. I'm sad, but I support his decision because he's put a real lot of effort into this troop, and it shows. It really does. So on behalf of our troop, we have a plaque that says, "Thank you, Jim." Thank you, Jim. Did you want to say a few words? Did you want to say a few words?
I'll say just a few things. I mean, we have to thank your parents, because getting you here, helping you with your merit badges, and Robert, he can testify you finally reached your goal, right? So, and then we've got a lot of good leaders that have helped bring these boys along. So that's all I get to say. I mean, the church is glad to have you here, and we're glad to have all the scouts. So thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Now our Scoutmaster Advancement Coordinator and SPL with our awards presentations.
Tonight we're replacing our troop flag and giving ourselves a new one. In the early days of the Boy Scouts of America, the Scout troop flag design was adopted from the cavalry guidons of the 1880s. The red over white guidon with the regimental number and the individual troop letters designation was carried at the head of a cavalry column as a guide and rallying point for the cavalry troopers. For 115 years, the Scout troop flag has served as a guide for outdoor adventures and indoor ceremonies and as a rallying point for the youth of America. After serving our troop for 25 years, we are retiring our flag with a new and updated one. The new flag carries the scouting organization's new name, Scouting America. It has the iconic green and gold Scouting America logo sits proudly in the center, symbolizing the rich tradition of scouting. The veteran troop emblem showcases our troop's 75-year dedication to the scouting program. So, if you will go get troop flag for us. Lost in all the banners.
There's too many ribbons.
Yep.
Which is a good thing. Okay, so now. Would Jacob Lane come forward, please? Hi, Jacob. We're going to catch you up on some of the patches you missed back at the last Court of Honor for other reasons. So this is your Scout Sunday patch for being here for Scout Sunday, the Polar Bear patch and the Klondike patch that we did up in Lowenau, and your ski trip patch. And then you also participated in the Scouting for Food drive, and then also for the e-recycling and the Veterans Day lunch. So these are yours as well. So congratulations.
Flynn, are you here? Flynn's not here?
Flynn's not here? Okay.
Okay.
Are
Holy
these?
Cross.
Oh, okay. So for Holy Cross, Jacob Lang. Sorry. And then just stay up in front here. Gideon. Callan. Bowden. Throwing stuff at me? Okay. Beckett. Jacob Hammer. Tyler Beebe. Phoenix. Flynn. Michael. Caden. And Orion.
And the adults.
And then Tina. And Chris.
And Tanya.
And me. Phoenix, did you have one person want to talk about? Caden? Okay, so Camp Wakanda, our trip to Camp Wakanda, Dawson and Orion. Henry? Thank you. Connor? Caden? Ben Hammer? Tim? Bowden? Gideon? Jacob Lane? Beckett? Flynn? Peyton? Danny? Michael? And Tyler. And then the adults, Kyle? Chris? Tina? Oh, I'm sorry. Where did you? Oh, I put yours over here. Sorry. Chris? Dan? Okay. Dave and Kenny?
And Tanya.
And me. There's Dan. All right. Who wanted to speak about Wakanda, what we did there? Anybody? Going once? Going twice? Okay. Oh, Ben. There you go. No? That's fine then. Very good. All right, you guys can go ahead and have a seat. Yep. So one thing that we did to do at Wakanda was, it just so happened that weekend it was the Maple Syrup Festival. And so they did get to learn about how to harvest maple syrup. So that was kind of a neat added thing that we did. So the next event we did was Lincoln Pilgrimage. That was April 25th through the 27th. We just had a few people go to that, but we got a new ribbon for our flag. Do we put that on?
Phoenix, Senior Patrol Leader, please put the, you want to help him? Kit, Ash? Goes on the flag.
It goes on the top of the flag. Those are all the, okay.
It says at the bottom, they did both.
Oh, okay. Very good. So Lincoln Pilgrimage, we have Beckett, who did the New Salem Trails and Parade. And Ben Hammer did the New Salem Trails and Parade. They all did. Jacob Lane and Jacob Hammer. And then adults were Tina and Dan.
And you.
Well, I only did the parade. I chickened out, but no, I didn't chicken out. I had other stuff going on. Jacob Hammer, Jacob Lane, Ben Hammer, and do you want to talk about Lincoln Pilgrimage? You will? Okay. There you go. like to introduce Mickey Lang to come up, and if Cash would please come forward.
So I am well, I guess I was the committee chair in Troop 56 in Towanda. And unfortunately, we don't have Scouts in Towanda anymore. And we haven't had a ceremony for a while, so I have a whole bunch of merit badges to give to Cash. And I'll just read them off here. We have, first of all, his rank of Life Scout. We have the Camping Merit Badge, which is Eagle required. Citizenship in the Nation, also Eagle required. Citizenship in Society, Eagle required. Citizenship in the World, Eagle required. Communications, Eagle required. We got a lot of Eagle required merit badges. You notice the trend here? Family Life, Eagle required. Law, not Eagle required. Life Saving, Eagle required. Nuclear Science, Personal Management, Eagle required. So he's been pretty busy. So congratulations, Cash.
Thank you, Mickey. All right. Would Zeke come forward, please? Zeke turned 18 in April. So he is aged out of the troop, but I think you're sticking around as much as you could to help with leadership, correct? Yeah. Maybe, possibly. Anyway. And requirements, very good. So Zeke has earned motorboating, plant science, water sports, and with doing that, he earned another palm because he already has his Eagle, so now he has another Eagle palm. So congratulations.
For every 5 additional merit badges after Eagle, you get a palm.
Congratulations, Zeke. Beckett, he earned communication, which is Eagle required. Congratulations. Gideon earned communication, Eagle required. He's not here. And then Jacob Lane, he earned electronics and archery. Phoenix earned American Business and Salesmanship. Tyler Beebe earned Collections, First Aid, and Emergency Preparedness. First Aid and Emergency Preparedness are Eagle required. Orion earned Radio and Game Design. Flynn earned nuclear science, traffic safety, and chemistry and geology. Okay, put them up there for me. Jacob Hammer got fire safety, geology, and citizenship and society, which is Eagle required. Callan Harms earned American Business and Salesmanship. Michael Brubaker earned Camping and Personal Management, with both of those are Eagle required, and then he earned Collections. And Bowden Decker He earned communication and first aid, both of those of which are Eagle required.
Phoenix, we're gonna need you up here for this. Bowden?
You, yes, sorry.
Will Andrew Higginson please come forward with your parents? Andrew, you have successfully completed the Scout rank requirements. This is what your badge looks like. Aiden Powell chose the clear release for the Scout badge because it was used as the north point on Old Mariner compasses. And like a compass, it points your true way along the Scout trail. Scout rank is just the first step of this journey. It will guide you through the following ranks of tenderfoot, second class, first class, star in life, on way to eagle. Follow it and live by the Scout law method.
I give the patch to you to give to Bowden. To Andrew, sorry. We've just been calling Bowden's name here just recently. And then Andrew, I'm going to give that to you to give to your mom. There you go. Congratulations.
Maybe they're not both out here.
Who is it?
It's Bowden and Nick Glenn,
Oh,
the tenderfoot.
okay.
Well,
So Bowden and Flynn both earned tenderfoot. Neither one of them are here, but this is what the patch looks like. So we'll move on to the next one.
Would Scouts Cal, Holmes, Jacob, Ray, Connor, Icon, and Katie Brown, and their parents please come forward?
We got Callan, Jacob, Connor. Danny's not here.
The second class badge consists of scroll and a knot. The scroll with the Scout motto is turned up at the ends. It is a hint that the Scout smiles as he does his duty. The knot at the bottom of the scroll is a reminder to do a good turn daily.
When the Native American boy prepared for manhood, he was required to go through a stern ordeal, testing his worthiness and his fitness for place among the braves of the tribe. If he passed through the ordeal successfully, he appeared before the chief at the council fire to receive the eagle feather of the brave. As the chief placed in his hands the weapons of his rank, he pledged to the new brave to an oath. He bound the brave in honor never to use his weapons in any way that would bring discredit to his tribe or himself. Just as the Native American youth went through his ordeal to prove himself, so you have fulfilled our second-class rank requirements to prove yourself as someone who can care for himself in the outdoors. Just as the Native American youth pledged himself to his tribe, so should you pledge yourself to scouting and maintain the Scout oath and law. You are now qualified to assume the title and duties of second-class Scout. I know that you will wear this second-class badge as a shield with honor and distinction. And with our troop tradition, I give the second-class badge to your parent to present to you and the mom pin to give to your mom.
Will Phoenix Plover please come forward with his parents?
The feedback. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Cash is gonna.
Oh, okay, great.
Thanks, Cash.
The first class badge combines the 10-foot second class badges to show that the scout has mastered basic scout skills.
As a first-class scout, you have earned the opportunity and right to demonstrate and abide by the code to which a true and mature scout is forever bound by the scout oath and law. Do you accept this greater responsibility of the first-class scout? Phoenix, in qualifying for first-class rank, you have advanced to more skillful living in the outdoors for longer periods of time. In this experience, you have become better able to take care of yourself and others. As we present you with your first-class badge, I charge you to continue your development as a scout camper so that you may better yourselves and others. I give the first-class badge to your parents to present to you, and I give the parent pin to you to give to your mom. Thanks, Cash. Scoot over that way because it's feeding back. Scoot over that way. There you go.
Will Ryan Lewis and his parents please come forward? The heart shape of the Life Scout badge is symbolic of life and courage.
Orion, you have traveled far on the trail to Eagle. The troop is proud of the effort you have put forth and your accomplishments in scouting. For you as a Life Scout, now the Scout Oath and the Scout will mean more than ever before. The spirit of helpfulness and alertness of mind and the mastery of those Scout skills and be prepared really mean something. These are the inner qualities of the Scout who wears the Life Scout badge. You are now one step away from the Eagle Scout rank, but it is a large step to take to join the ranks of a few. A step that will test your endurance and resolve to become an Eagle Scout. The troop hopes to see you reach this goal. Congratulations, Orion. I give your badge to your dad. Congratulations. announcements, I forgot one thing. So on April 5th, the Livingston County held an e-recycling event, and so this is our certificate of participation for assisting with that. So this is, what, the third or fourth year that we've done this, Tina? So it's been several, but yeah, it's a great opportunity for our scouts to earn service hours, and this is that certificate. So I apologize, I forgot. Moving on to Scoutmaster Minute. What is a parent guardian's role in scouting? Scouting with your child. As a parent, caregiver, guardian, your primary role model for you are your primary role model for your child. Scouting provides a time-tested structure that helps bond parent-child development through group and individual activities, recognition, and advancement. Your child needs your encouragement, guidance, and participation along with his or her scouting path. Scouting also recognizes that the makeup of the family who plays the parental role can vary greatly. We are a program for mom, dad, grandparents, uncles, aunts, or any other individual who is active in the boy's life. New volunteer leaders in scouting can take their initial Where can our adults, our parents, our grandparents, aunts, uncles, where can they help us out? They can be activity leaders, assistant leaders, as you can see we have several here, advancement committee, fundraising coordinator, interfaith religious coordinator, merit badge counselors, librarian, publicity chair, unit webmaster. I want to take this opportunity to tell you how grateful I am for each and every one of you out there tonight that was able to come and support your scout. As you can see, our scouts have grown in numbers and in maturity and respect. So a lot of that relays back to you. So I want to thank you. So please give yourself a round of applause for supporting your scouts. Maverick, would you come forward and read the benediction, please?
Please prepare yourself for grace in the manner which you are accustomed to. Please remove all non-religious hatwear. Gracious Father, thank you for continuing to be forever, ever present in what we do. We ask you now that you please keep us safe as we travel home tonight and give us continued strength to make tomorrow an even brighter day in your light. Thank you for all your blessing to this day and every day. Amen.
Scouts and Scouters attention. Color Guard advance. Color Guard, prepare to retire the colors. Color Guard, retire the colors. This concludes our Court of Honor. Thank you for coming tonight. Our guests and parents have the head of line privileges for refreshments.